So with this reintroduction of creating actual behaviors with setting and getting objects, you're probably thinking to yourself, oh man, that means I'm going to have to write a lot of code to get things done. Fortunately, that's not true. And the reason why is because we now have powerful tools to write Java. And Android Studio is based upon IntelliJ, which has some of the greatest auto-generating tools available in a Java IDE. So let me show you exactly how to use these things to your advantage. So here I have that joke class, and I'm going to do something that might seem pretty annoying, which is I'm just going to delete all of this. Now you're going to see this bar come up so you can actually see what I'm actually typing when I do this. I'm also going to set this back to private. Now, here I have a data class for joke. It basically only has two particular variables. But we've already seen that I'm going to want to have a constructor so that when it's actually created for the first time, somebody definitely sets those particular strings to be something other than null. We also are going to want to create setters and getters. Again, this is such a common idea, is making variables that are manipulated only through method calls. So, that's going to take a lot of time, unless my IDE helps me out. So, whenever you want to actually generate some code in Android Studio, press Command-N, and you'll get this little generating thing that comes up. You can also right-click and set this, but I want to show you the cool way to do it so that you can do this fast and get fast at doing it. So right there I see a couple of options. We're just going to focus on the constructor and the getter and setter. Obviously, getter and setter generates one of each of these things, but if we wanted to just create one, we could do that as well. So all I need to do is press Enter, and immediately I am given the option to decide, hey, in your constructor, what do you want someone to set up for you? Well, I'm going to hold down Shift to select both of them. I'm going to press Enter, although I could click OK. And bam! I already have a constructor already set up for me, and I don't have to mess with anything. This is such a common operation that by pressing just Command-N, Enter, and then selecting, I've managed to type a lot of code in probably only a couple of keystrokes. So, we take a look now and say, well, I also want getters and setters. Watch how we can fly through the code yet again. I'm going to press Command-N, getter and setter. I'm actually even just going to hold down Shift and press down to select both those things at the same time. Not even going to move my cursor. I like where it is on the screen. I don't want to move it all the way over to the OK button because I'm a little lazy. Enter, bam. I've just written 4 methods. I've written 4 methods with only a couple of keystrokes. Now my joke class is incredibly robust, and it really only took about as many keystrokes as just one of those lines on line 8 or 9. Using these type of auto-generation tools is going to make your life a whole lot easier, and I recommend that whenever you're about to do something that is actually defined in this Apple N menu, to try to get used to using these particular ways of doing it first. You're going to see later as we go over what overriding is and other particular ways of doing advanced Java things, that these override and delegate methods are a huge help to an advanced developer.